YouTube, how we doing? PPS here. YouTube play of the day. It is our last play of March here, March 30th. We're coming at you guys with two spots. I'll be on FanDuel and DraftKings here tonight for only MLB plays. Shout out Illinois, man. Hopefully they can get it done. Hoping for them to pull the upset over UConn and destroy everybody's brackets the way mine is right now. We lost Houston and Arizona, both our finals. So gonna need UConn out of here. Get them out of here. So hopefully UConn falls tonight to Illinois and we can get some winners there. But yeah, going back to our college basketball plays just for a quick sec. Went through our 3, and then we lost Sears in the last one. So we ended up going 1-3 on those early ones. Plus my favorite future ended up hitting. Tennessee ended up hitting. So it ends up moving us about a unit. 1.8 units down total on those 71 and 50. This is going to be our final total outside of the championship. I'll probably have a championship bet in here, but we'll be rolling with MLB here for the foreseeable future. If you want my college basketball plays, you guys know where to find me over on Twitter. Shoot me a DM over there. I'll make sure to get you guys in on all of those. 71 and 50, I'll take that. 21 games over, 14 units profit. We're happy with that. So let's get to our plays for today. Coming off of an L because Framber comes out of the game, and he comes out of the game, bases loaded, and they bring in their pitcher with 2 outs, and he walks a guy on 4 pitches. I'm like, just let Framber get out of this shit, man. It was awful to watch. 4-pitch walk, kills us with the bullpen. So end up hitting yesterday with Pavetta. Dude was an absolute workhorse. Had him like 3 different bets. He was an awesome play. He did great. So let's pull up my screen. I'll go FanDuel for the first one here. For FanDuel purposes, we are going to be going with first 5 under 4.5 at minus 122. Guardians versus the Athletics. I really like this under. Sears is a guy I do like to back quite a bit. Only at home, though, never really on the road. He's got like 5.01 FIP or XFIP, which isn't terrible. He was good the first time through the order, and then he obviously kind of falls off as the game goes on. But if you're going to have a team that struggles against lefties as much as the Guardians did last year, this is a fine spot, especially in a big park. We're looking at the 2 worst teams against lefties, and the Guardians are actually worse in terms of OPS against lefties than the Oakland Athletics. So 663 OPS to left-handed pitching last year, which is absolutely awful. Obviously, Sears is great. Tanner Bybee, obviously a guy I do expect to have a pretty nice year this year, and I like fading this Oakland offense. Bybee, obviously, a little bit more of that fly ball guy as well. So this is a park I want to play into fly balls, especially early in the season out in the Coliseum in Oakland. So very excited to roll with this one. I feel like this number should be on that 4. I would take it at like minus 125 at 4 flat. But to even have that extra hook, I know a few books are at 4 flat. I think this is a good number, and really do trust Bybee to get it done against this dreadful offense in Oakland. All right, let me pull up play number 2. This would be a different looking play over on DraftKings. So going back to no wins, and I'm going with no win on Austin Gomber. Pretty good price, 4-1. Obviously, I like fading left-handed pitching against this Diamondbacks team. Obviously, you got Kettle Marte from the left side, who gets to switch over to be a righty. You have Christian Walker, who's smashing lefties already this year. Lourdes Gurriel in the middle of that lineup, right? Good lineup. We got the one that's going to be carrying the heavy lifting is going to be Jonathan India. Hits, runs, RBIs, over 1.5. It's minus 160. Obviously, I don't play that type of juice here. So I'm going to be rolling with him to kind of carry the load on this one. Jonathan India is 4 for 8 in his career off of Patrick Corbin. Also really like that this total is massive, right? You get Patrick Corbin in Cincinnati. I thought getting him anytime was great, but this might be one of the better matchups you're going to get in Cincinnati. Looking at the team total, 5.5 at plus money for the Reds. Should be the table setter at the top of this lineup. This Reds lineup is new and improved. Obviously, missing McLean, missing Novelli Marte because of steroids. I do think that Jonathan India will obviously be at the top of this lineup. And yeah, I think this number is just a little bit too juicy. You look at the other batters around him, right? Christian Encarnacio Strand is 2.5, right? You go down the list, you're seeing a lot of 2.5s in here. Spencer Steer is 2.5, right? And I think that it should be 2.5 for um, Jonathan India at the top of this lineup as well. Also, this lineup should be full of right-handed bats. You look at Patrick Corbin in his career. Used to be very, very good against them when his slider was nice, but kind of fell off the table. You look even in his Cactus League starts, he gave up 3 runs in 3 innings, and obviously even on the road last year it was a little bit better. So hopefully we'll be able to continue to have India take over here as it goes along against this even bad bullpen of Washington. If we do get the lead there, we get to see the bad arms. I think that Jonathan India will get a hold of it. So we're going Jonathan India to get a hit. Gomber, no win. One other thing I do like is Jonathan India already has that first hit out of the way of the year. He went 1 for 4 in that first matchup. Always like to see that. If a guy goes 0 for 2 games in a row, I kind of just like to hang off him for a little while. So I'm going to be rolling Jonathan India and Gomber, as well as the Guardians first 5 over 4.5 or under 4.5. Minus 122. A little different scenery today, guys. So appreciate you tuning in with me anyway. Again, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're getting close to 2K here. And if you want more plays on our VIP group, shoot me a message over on Twitter, and we'll get that in for you. So thank you, guys. And